ECES in Madagascar since 2013 is accompanying civil society organizations in playing the role in observing the elections, but also to raise awareness around the elections, to inform the citizens on how to vote, but also why it's important to go out to vote. ECES came in to try to consolidate and to reinforce the methodologies that they used, but also to make them work together and to set up platforms. But also very specifically, we set up a media monitoring unit, and that was very new in Madagascar. So the media monitoring was used to follow up on media content at the civil society level. We have the 2013 elections where we accompanied the process. We stayed in between the two processes up to the 2018 elections, and we are still there, and we hope also that after these elections we can bring in some broader experience on development. In the context of Madagascar, what is perhaps particular when we compare to other countries where ECES is working is that we have a very long lifespan of working there. So we started with, officially started in 2013 with a project to accompany civil society organizations that are like mostly active in following up the political processes. And then now we are 2019 and we are still there with always continuing to support civil society, but always adapting, as you said, to the new situation that is more organizations, different configurations, because now we have also a very strong platform that is running themselves the election observation and voter raising programs without our support. But now we went to a new type of activity with civil society organization, that is the conflict prevention aspect of the political process, because as we were there since 2013 and we were running to the 2018 presidential elections, we saw that there was a lot of risks in society that these elections could go wrong because of a very tense political situation. And so we set up this project in conflict prevention by giving tools to civil society organizations to set up a kind of early warning platform to detect within society not only political tension but also social, economic, that could have an impact on the political process. The impact was twofold. I mean, first of all, the analysis that was done by the media monitoring unit was used by the Electoral Commission, even as it came from the civil society, to better understand what was living in public opinion about the process, what was the information that was circulating by media, and how and so they could react on eventual rumors or misinformation that was circulating. And so it helped them to better be prepared. It was also a tool, and it's still a tool, to do a kind of auto-evaluation, because now they had some objective analysis on their work, and they could now do kind of introspection on what was the work they did, and they understood better that the role they played could be positive but also negative. The way they reported sometimes was creating more tensions and confusion than helping the process. We are working now on how to reinforce political participation of women, because we see that still, especially at local level, women are not participating in the elections as, of course, candidates, but even to go out to vote is in some of the areas in Madagascar a real problem, especially in the south. So we are now running a campaign, a media campaign, to raise awareness about the importance of having women as well as candidates, as well as voters. But also we are in parallel working on the violence that we see, not the political violence, but also social, economic violence, cultural violence against women that are an obstacle to have women participating in politics. When we compare the 2013 elections and the 2018, it's that the civil society organizations are better organized, working more together. There's a big platform, so this kind of bringing the different forces together to be more effective is working now. And we hope that this is something that can be sustained for future electoral cycles, as you say. So now we are up, we are preparing for the parliament elections that will take place in a few weeks, and the system is in place, but then there will be the local elections, there will be referenda, and of course it's to see how now this kind of mechanism of early warning could be sustained over time and by the local organizations. They have the capacity, because even if ECES was there to build capacity, we transferred the capacity. We can be proud of it, that there is ownership, that they also come up now themselves with adapted methodologies, because of course we can come in a country with our methodologies that we use also in other countries, but then you need to adapt it to the context, and there I see that the civil society organizations are really now able to do that. Of course, it's not the last step, because now we are waiting for the parliament elections. We need to have a very strong institutions as well. We also have, of course, still to do with a lot of other obstacles in the country. Poverty, corruption, insecurity. So all these, of course, obstacles needs to be overcome to have a sustainable development. And I think as ECES, we are also working beyond only this election process. We are trying really to look at this broader picture and providing support to the different actors to play the role also in making development work. I mean.